We're learning Nishmas Etta Ahuva Bas Yaakov Masechah Sanhedrin Perek Zayin Mishna Beis. So we're going to learn a Mishna Beis about Sreifa and Mishna Gimel about Hereg and Chenek. Mitzvos Hanisrafim Hayimishaki Noise Bezevel Adar Kavoisav. They put him in manure up until his knees. Noisin Sudar Kashel L'Sei Charaka, and they put a hard sudar and around it a softer sudar. So Rashi explains the soft sudar so it shouldn't hurt him, but if it was just soft, then it wouldn't be able to open up his mouth, so you needed both. And the point of this was to open up his mouth, like the Mishnah says, Kerech al Tzavara, they put it around his neck, each one pulled it towards him. Who's each one? Teves brings down from the Rambam, it's the Shtei Edav, like we said in the last, by Skila, that the Edim have the ones that are do the Misa, so here also each one of the Edim pull, Ad shepoisech es piv, until it opens his mouth, umadlik es hapsila, your madlik a psila. The Gemara says, my psila, what are we talking about? It's a psila shel aver. It's made out of lead, and it's very hot. And zarka l'seich piv, it throw it into his mouth, yaredis l'seich meyav, and it goes into his stomach, v'chaymeres es b'nei meyav. That's the sheet of the Tanna Kamma. Yehuda Omer, if that was the way you got him to open up his mouth, and you have a problem, afhu and meis biyadam lo yemekayim by mitzvah sreifa. Maybe he's going to die before you do sreifa, and that's going to be what we're going to learn in Mishna Gimel is chenek. Ella paiskin is piv b'tzavas. Rather, you open his mouth with a tweezer, shaloi b'tayvase against his will, and then you do the same thing. Ma'alat hapsila zarkel seich piv yirad seich meyav chimeres says b'nei meyav. Omer Rabbi Eliezer Rabbi Tzadik Maisa b'bas koyin achash and zintzeh v'kefu chavilas zermoretz v'serfu. There was a Maisa that they did sreifa a totally different way. They surrounded her with bundles of branches and they lit the branches on fire. That Bezdin was not Bikiyim. The Gemara says, Bezdin shel Tzedukim have. They were a Bezdin of Tzedukim. Mishnah Gimel, Mitzvos HaNe'eragin. How do you do herek? Kayumatizin es roisha b'sayev kederech shamalchus oisis. Again, you have a machlekes Tanna Kamma Rabbi Yehuda. Tanna Kamma says that they chopped off his head with a sword, like the kings do. Rabbi Yehuda Omer nivel huzeh. The kings do it, so then it's a nivel because the pasuk says ub'cheiseyem lo yiselechu. The Gemara brings this in the Brisa that says that that's what Rabbi Yehuda means. Afani yedea shemisa menuvelasi avoma atzeh sharei omra Torah b'cheiseyem lo yiselechu. That you're not allowed to do that because it says and the Gemara says the Rabbanon argue back and they say no. Once it says Sayef in the Torah, loy minayu kagamrina, and then it's not a problem of which is a big yisai that if anyhow the Torah says to do it, then we don't care that the guy must do it. Then it's not a problem of and the Rishonim ask from other places, and depending on terutzim come out different afkaminas. The gabi the halacha of what's the Eitzah Rabbi Yehuda? Elamanich es reish al asadan. You put his head on on this piece of wood, plank of wood, and then kaitzitz b'kaifitz. You use like a axe to cut off his head. Amaloi a misa menavelos mizu. That's taka b'mitzias. That's very menovel. The last part of the mission is mitzvah sanechnakin. What's chenek? It's basically the beginning of sreifa. And he dies from being choked.